he's played live in the studio with us. In addition to that, which of course was the highlight of his career, his work with Bruce Springsteen, I think, is also deserving of honorable mention. Nils collaborated also with Neil Young on some of his best stuff and has released many stellar solo records. If you were to only buy one Nils Lofgren record, the one to get is the recently inducted Hall of Famer's latest. It's called Face the Music. It's a 10-disc box set of CDs and a DVD that takes you on a musical journey through Nils' career that spanned more than 4 decades. Nils Lofgren, welcome back to the Bob Rivers Show. Hey, Nils, how you doing?
Hi, Bob. It's good to talk to you again. Congratulations on your 25 years in radio.
Thank you very much. Not saying
take a break soon and
love that.
back.
You didn't use the retire word. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, we're too young to retire, but another chapter's okay.
Yeah, you and I together. Too young to retire.
Well, I'm obviously thrilled after 45 years of calling the old companies trying to get my extinct music released, and the answer is always no. To go back and handpick the best of 45 years and have it coming out today is just thrilling for me.
That is awesome. Now, tell me what I tell you. I'm going to listen to it all, of course. 10 discs of CDs.
Well, then you better get out. You better stop working.
Well, I have to have time. But also the DVD. I'm really curious about that. What's on the DVD?
Well, there are obscure live performances that I think are really powerful. There was this kind of really neat AARP of all things piece called My Generation, talking about how old people like me at 63 get on and through the day, and it was a very insightful musical piece they let us use. It was like 7 minutes. And then there's some really raw power trio stuff from Kentucky where I do some interviews and talk about songs, just unusual things that through the years I've done that nobody's seen.
Neat. We have a you came into our studio once, and this is one of those things that blows me away. It's one of the gifts we get to have by doing this job. And you just came in and sat down with your guitar in front of a microphone, and in a really simple setup, just a splash of reverb, you and the guitar, you played, and everybody, it was magic.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I grew up to be someone who much prefers the live environment, no matter how primitive. I struggle with patience in the recording studio because, even if it's a great song, I don't want to play it 4 hours, and you have to get into that headspace, which I do, and I've gotten fairly good at it. But the live thing is fortunately what I grew up to thrive in and love most of all. And it's kind of like, I was a basketball player for years, and it reminds me of that. Or football I played when I was younger, where it's all, the game keeps you in the moment. You never stop and redo something like in practice, and that's what I love about a live performance, even if it's, on a microphone for the guitar and voice, and whether the audience is just the DJ or not. If it's live, going out to an audience, that's my favorite venue to perform in.
That's really cool because it was magical. You use the term headspace, like you're do you feel like you're almost possessed in a way, and you're not, and you have to? Are you so relaxed because you're not? Is it an opposite of stress?
It's a strange thing. Like, for instance, with the E Street Band, I'll go over 2 hours ahead of the band and Bruce just to be alone and have my own list of things to chip away at, whether it's, a foot pedal and working on delays or choruses or overdrives with my guitar tech, evaluating the gauge of strings, the type of pickup, the sound, the amp settings, all these things. And as you get older, too, then, some physical therapy for... I had to have both damn hips replaced 5 years ago because of too much basketball and backflips on stage and craziness. But what happens is you're very analytical, and it's like studying for a test in a way. But for me, the test, which I love about performing, is once I walk out on stage, I have this ability. It's almost like the audience and the fact that we're not stopping. It don't matter if you're Elvis Presley or the Beatles. You can't buy your way out of that. You can go on 10 minutes late, but you're walking out there, and for 3 hours or whatever, the audience keeps you in the moment. And to me, it's a great place to take chances and have rough edges, because the rough edges, the people sense you're really looking for something special, and you find it enough. You don't have to find it every second. It's just the act